lasagna family
What?
law, not a family law,
Yeah,
What do
if
you
we
mean?
do it tonight, it will not pass.
not a family law. What do you mean?
It passed on first
Last
reading.
night,
I voted no on the
I
first reading.
wasn't hungry.
It's not what the minutes reflect.
This morning, just-
I voted no.
That's Mitch is problem.
You better look at the minutes.
Yeah.
He never reads the minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'll let it stand,
We
but
get like
if it's
6 or 8
tonight, I
pieces
will
of
vote
that.
no.
He ate all of it. He might have taken a whole
You're gonna correct the minutes.
He might have.
And maybe it was the other one, but I know one of them I voted no.
I'm getting that much.
Oh, wow, that is, I think, a vote.
There's that ordinance, 2515.
I know. I wasn't there to monitor.
With all in favor, it says,
Okay, maybe it's the other one I voted no on.
get your stuff straight. Says it passed with all in favor. I don't know.
I thought I voted no on that one.
You ready to go?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, well.
Okay, I'm going to call to order the Tipton Common Council meeting and begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. First item on our agenda are the minutes from the last meeting.
Move to approve the minutes as written.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes as submitted. Just as a reminder, we do have the council workshop minutes. So the motion that was made is for the workshop.
Sure.
Okay.
I read it too, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I second that.
Okay. So all those in favor of approving the workshop meeting minutes signify by stating aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes. Now accept a motion for the regular meeting minutes.
So moved.
I will second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the regular meeting minutes as submitted. All those in favor of the motion signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Any amendments to the agenda this evening? Hearing none, we'll move on to the committee reports of our meeting today. So this is our second meeting of the month, is the Board of Works and Safety. I suppose just as a disclaimer, we are missing Nathan Kring and Councilmember Rippey. Nathan, congratulations to him as they had welcomed their third daughter to the world last week. And then Rippey's out actually picking up family, I suspect, from fall break. So we're missing him tonight as well. So I'll do my best to fill in for Councilman Kring. Board of Works and Safety had a lot of good updates from both departments, centered some of it around their building improvements. And so they have successfully torn out the insulation in the bays of the fire department, had torn off the entry awning area. So now they're working on the inside. They started that work within the restrooms today. So continue to work on collaborating between the departments to make sure that they can still operate at full speed while also renovating their structure. Had a lot of opportunities to engage with the community, hosting the third grade students from Tri-Central. They also had their local 1979 FOP golf tournament, which was incredibly successful with 24 teams participating. So we're looking forward to that for next year. Also had some pumpkin painting that took place here in the last month. And then Captain Moss will be teaching a Stop the Bleed class for the Tipton County Sheriff's Department here coming up. So a lot of good activities within the departments. Gulf Advisory has not met, moving then down to solid waste. Joe, do you want to report out on that, or you want me?
Go ahead.
So solid waste met. The biggest item of discussion was approving the salary ordinance for solid waste, but then also there's been a lot of hazardous household waste is the terminology that's given, but a lot of that has been accumulating over the last several years. I think the last time it was cleaned up was in 2020 or 2021. So Angela has been working with a group, Caldwell, to help mitigate that. And so they took that material off site and processed it accordingly. So that was a good cleanup of the facility. She continues to do a good job cleaning up the facility and the processes to keep that moving and operating smoothly. Street Eye and Sidewalk Committee has not met. The next is Plan Commission.
No meeting. No business.
Oh, that's right. Utility Board, missing Councilman Rippey. Those meeting minutes should be in your packet and closed. And then the Youth Council continues to work with Schaefer Leadership Academy on the curriculum with that. We're actually looking for members to join us. They're going to have a panel as they go into their yearly activity of presenting their projects for the community or school. The panelists will then judge those presentations and ultimately provide feedback to the students on their thoughts and ideas as they head into the spring semester. With that, we'll jump into our new business. And the only item today is from the Tipton Main Street Association. Mr. Cochran.
Thank you for having me this evening. We'll disperse these real quick.
Thank you. Can you make sure that mic's on too? I forgot that. Thank you.
Thank you for blessing us with your presence.
Should be on. Yep, there we
Perfect.
go. Okay. Good evening. I'm here on behalf of our board of directors tonight to give an annual update and then request edit funding for 2026 as you guys have wrapped up your budget process. I want to begin by expressing our sincere appreciation for your continued support and engagement with our organization. Your partnership plays a vital role in advancing our mission to strengthen and revitalize downtown Tipton as the economic and cultural heart of our community. 2025 marked a period of significant achievement and growth for the Tipton Main Street Association. This year, we were honored to receive the Indiana Accredited Main Street designation from Oprah in Indiana Main Street. It's kind of the cosign for Indiana Main Street organizations that you're a legit, verified organization is essentially what all that breaks down to. It opens us up to some additional grant opportunities and technical support through our state agencies. We launched a completely redesigned website thanks to All About Marketing and funding from the Tipton County Foundation. And we also work to strengthen our regional and statewide collaboration by partnering with other Main Street organizations in our state to share best practices and discuss how we can use innovative tools like Dora as a way to support downtown vibrancy and growth. We were pleased to host Main Street Zionsville, one of Indiana's newest accredited Main Street organizations, and leaders from the town of Zionsville for a walking tour. We showed them around downtown Tipton and some of the cool projects that we've put on. In addition, we established a new grant subcommittee to formalize and enhance our approach to identifying and pursuing potential funding opportunities. We continue to focus on programming that builds community engagement and drives economic activity downtown. We successfully organized 3 core events: kickoff to summer, the Halloween Bash, and then of course, 'Tis the Season that's still yet to happen. Our second annual Halloween Bash was a record success, raising $11,225. We also achieved significant increase in our social media engagement, which may not mean a lot to you, but for promoting downtown Tipton, engaging, potential, attendees of our events, to see a 47% growth in our social media engagement was something I'm extremely proud of, that we're reaching more people with our message. More people from outside of our community are knowing about Tipton and what we have to offer downtown. This year, our Economic Vitality Committee spearheaded Project Rosebud, which of course built the stage that you can see from out this window. Its impact was further accelerated by a 3-year, $15,000 naming rights sponsorship by the Campbell Family Foundation. The Campbell family's generosity will provide for vibrant programming and the stewardship of this new asset for years to come. And as part of this project, we negotiated and secured an operating agreement with this council that allows Main Street to bear the responsibility of maintaining this new asset, as well as all the scheduling of the community programming that it will offer. And all of this was done at no cost to you, the city, or to taxpayers, as Facebook may suggest otherwise. The project has already begun to serve as a catalyst for arts and cultural activity. Its success has been recognized regionally through its inclusion in the North Central Indiana Regional Planning Council Strategic Arts Plan. This inclusion underscores the project's broader significance, not only as a local enhancement, but also as a model for how small communities can leverage the arts to drive economic vitality. Looking ahead, the budget that you have in front of you reflects our continued commitment to fiscal responsibility, transparency, and long-term fiscal sustainability. We are pleased to present a balanced draft budget with a modest surplus, the result of our refined and disciplined approach to sponsorship, grants, and fundraising. We implemented a zero-based budgeting process, which the city is also in the process of adopting, which means that we're building our budgets from the ground up. We're instituting annual reviews of our events and programs. You know, is this still viable? Is this working? What's not working? Our budget for 2026 allocates more than $24,000 to our core programming. And importantly, to me as president, no single donor or sponsor accounts for more than 25% of our projected total revenue, demonstrating our organization's strengthened financial position and our commitment to maintaining a diverse, sustainable funding base that will support our work well into the future. As part of our annual review, the board has made the decision to sunset our Hometown Hero banner program for 2026. While this initiative has served our organization well over the last several years, we believe now is a good time to allow the city full creative control of the downtown banner space with a renewed focus on marketing and the arts while freeing up time and resources for our other initiatives. However, we would be extremely interested in engaging the city and our community's veterans to find a place for a more permanent memorial in lieu of a downtown banner program. As we look ahead, we respectfully request the city's support in the same amount of $5,000 to continue advancing the Tipton Main Street Association's mission of downtown revitalization and community engagement. With the city previously pledging to maintain the same level of support to nonprofits for one more year, our board unanimously agreed to request the same amount while preparing for a steep decline in that commitment due to SEA 1. Excuse me. Of this request, as you can see, $3,000 would continue to support our 11th annual 'Tis the Season. $1,000 would support our kickoff to summer event, which we expect to be a pretty significant event, given that it aligns with the Diana's 100th birthday, which is actually pretty cool to us and something that we want to take a moment to celebrate. And the remaining would be allocated to our 3rd annual Halloween Bash, building on the success of the prior years. Your support will directly enable Main Street to continue delivering high-impact programming that strengthens downtown Tipton as the social, cultural, and economic heart of our city. Additionally, in 2026, we will be launching a brand new initiative called Tipton Creates. Tipton Creates, which stands for Community Revitalization Through Art, Talent, and Engaging Spaces. I'm a banker, so the acronym's just it's natural to me, is an initiative to provide opportunities for public art installations, performances, workshops, and other collaborative projects, allowing residents, visitors, and local businesses to engage with the arts in our downtown in meaningful ways. The initiative aims to connect artists and the creative talent from across our state with our community's vibrant public spaces, such as the Alley and the Campbell Family Foundation stage. To ensure a professional and visionary approach, we will be launching a formal RFP process in the coming months to select an artist who will lead the initiative for 2026. Through this, we seek to position our downtown as a model for small community revitalization through the arts. In closing, I want to reaffirm that the Main Street remains committed to the work of downtown revitalization, and the tangible results that I've read to you demonstrate that the revitalization plan that our city commissioned is working and producing real impact. Our downtown is generating unprecedented momentum, activating public spaces, engaging residents, attracting visitors, and supporting our local businesses. Despite this progress, significant challenges and projects remain that require the city's urgent attention and leadership. Overhead utility infrastructure, street lighting, and pedestrian amenities are all in dire need of upgrades to ensure the safety of our downtown, accessibility, and long-term sustainability. As of today, there are 30+ units of housing at various stages of approval and construction in our Main Street district. The projects are not just being actively discussed, they're happening, and downtown continues to need your investment. I would urge this council and the remaining city leadership to make an effort to find collaborative and innovative solutions to tackle these issues and support our downtown. Thank you for your time and attention this evening and for your consideration of our request, Mayor. I am grateful to serve my community in this capacity. I consider it a great honor to be entrusted with the stewardship of this organization at such a young age, and it is not a duty that I will ever take for granted. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll be available to answer questions.
Can I have a copy?
Yes, sorry.
Any questions for
Thank you.
Rob?
Left you guys speechless. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're doing a great job, and thank you, sir.
Thank you.
No items in our old business. Mayor's report, a few things. As we continue progress on the public safety building, as I mentioned in the Board of Public Works, concentrating right now on the interior work of that. So converting their restrooms into single stall with a shower. This will provide more access to showers to the fire department and police department, but primarily the fire department for when they go on runs, allows them to get the carcinogens that they naturally accumulate while fighting fires mitigated more quickly. Also with the West Street project, we are in final closeout process of that project. Did a final walkthrough and identified some areas that still need on the punch list that need to be addressed. Work on East Street continues. The crew returning back. The big priority at the moment is to get East Street paved, to get the final surface on that before we hit weather that won't support asphalt to be laid. So that's a major priority at the moment. And then looking at the remaining work that needs done on Jackson and Independence. And then also working through the final requirements, or rather a DNR is on their end with their regards to the trail project. So they had a final walkthrough probably about a month ago, and I circled back with the individual who did the walkthrough. Things on our end, check the boxes that were required by DNR. So we're going through, and it's now stuck in their backlog of closeout. So that project will hopefully be closed out formally by DNR by the end of the year. So with that, moving to the resolutions and ordinance section of the agenda, ordinance 2025-15 for second and final reading.
Could I make a motion to table this until our next meeting when more of the board members are here?
Yeah, I think that would be appropriate to allow more board members to be present before entertaining second and final reading. So we have a motion to table for this evening. Do we have a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to table ordinance 2025-15 and to add it to the agenda on the November 10th meeting. All those in favor of the motion signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ordinance 2025-15 is tabled. Now moving to claims.
Move to approve claims, APV number 180667 through 180759, in the amount of $837,373.11.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve claims this evening. All those in favor of the motion signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Now to petitions, comments, and memorials.
Andy Pumphrey at 306 Rosie Street. Andy Pumphrey, 306 Rosie. I dropped my mail off in the drop box at the post office, and I looked at your backyard, and it's appalling. I don't know what ordinances, but you've got to be violating something. I know you're a good citizen. I know you give back to the community, but that is awful.
Yeah, it gets pushed back for the fall season, then it all comes back up.
Well, there's cardboard stacked, everything, skids everywhere. You have it on the line. You're right on the line, property line, but still, that needs to get gone.
I'd say in about 2 weeks it will be.
Okay, that's it.
Hello, I'm Brandon Shackelford. My wife and I live at 215 Northwest Street. We also own properties at 100, 102, and 104 Mill Street, along with 451 Northeast and 419 East Jefferson. We are currently doing a large renovation of 104 Mill Street. It will house 2 new office units and a 3rd unit that will house our personal businesses. Between our monetary investments and raising a family in Tipton, we are very invested in seeing the town thriving, continue to go the direction it's going. I have a couple questions in regard to the facade grant. We were under the impression that it is on hold, and I would just want some clarification on whether that is still the case.
We did not formally build it back into the 2026 budget. So for the remainder of 2026, it would be temporarily sunset until hopefully funding or corrections can be made to build it back into that budget.
Has there been any other money from any other buckets of money given to property owners that are working on renovations?
There were conversations earlier this year where we had an opportunity to be made careful not to fund it through the facade, but it was an economic development agreement that was come to. So there were some funds that weren't spent due to another initiative not getting off the ground. So the monies became available to do such.
And some of that money was dispersed to
Correct.
individuals. What do you know the amounts offhand what that was?
I've been to the property on North Main, 16 or 17,000.
How do, for people like myself who are doing this, how do we know about opportunities like that?
So this individual actually came to me. So they reached out and had a conversation before the project. They purchased the property, but hadn't fully scoped out what the work was going to be. So it was more from a proactive, they came in and discussed the project and sought support for the project.
I think that is all I have. And, we say this is we have a lot of vision to redo every property we own over the next coming years. And we're going to do it one way or another, but obviously anything that's available to help improve the city is what we're after. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks, Brandon.
Are you North Mill Street, your properties?
Yes.
Thank you. Hi, Abby Ripperger, 134 Columbia Avenue. I have one question. 2 city council meetings over 30 days ago, you had mentioned that we had about 30 days to submit the paperwork for the baseball fields for them to get rolling, and then it would be a 90-day process, and that would put us in the spring. So I just wanted to check and see if that paperwork got submitted.
Yeah, I think it was 30 to 45 days. So
Okay.
it'll be by the first week or two of November that application will get turned into DNR.
So it's 45 days now? Is that?
No. Statement was made 30 to 45 days. And so we're on
Okay.
track to turn in that application.
For the first or second week of November?
Correct.
Okay. Do you anticipate that being done like before so third week of the
November
month
10th.
is usually the council meet, right?
Correct.
So do you anticipate it being done by then? I would think so if you're saying first or second week. I know that's a really touchy project for the community, and March lines up with the start of baseball season. So I know that's
Correct.
a tight timeline. So I just wanted to check on that.
Yeah, I would think our expectation would be that the application would be either turned in or at a point of being turned in that second week. So
That second week of November.
November 10th would be the second week. So could be Monday, could be Friday that week,
Sure.
but
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Jump right in, Bob.
Bob Edinger, 321A Southwest Street. I don't have any questions for you. The only thing I'd like to say is I just want to recognize the loss of David Quigley. I don't know his whole history in the community, but I do know that he'd been very active in the past in many capacities. Sorry for your loss, Matt.
Thank you, Bob.
thanks, Bob.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned.